Good afternoon. I like that hand clapping up there. Good afternoon. This is such a momentous occasion. I hope that you are so excited to see our incredible educators on the stage this afternoon. Every single one of them are incredible and absolutely amazing. Welcome, and we are so glad that you are here. On behalf of the Newton County Board of Education, administration, and all the faculties of each of our schools, I welcome each of you to this reception honoring the Newton County School System's 2022-2023 School Level Teachers of the Year. At this time, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our Board of Education members who are here this afternoon. When I call your name or announce your name, please stand so that you may be recognized. Mrs. Shaquila Henderson Baker, who is our board chair and represents District 3. Mrs. Abigail Coggin, who is our board vice chair and represents District 5. Mr. Trey Bailey, who represents District 1. Mr. Eddie Johnson, who represents District 2, and Mr. Anderson Bailey, who represents District 4. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the Newton County Chamber of Commerce and the Chamber Champions, who are listed in our program, for sponsoring, once again, our reception and awards program. Seated on the stage before you are Newton County School System's 23 School-Level Teachers of the Year. These men and women symbolize the excellence found in the teaching profession and the teachers throughout our school system. Teaching is a very demanding profession. It requires much time and much dedication. Throughout their careers, teachers have the ability to make an impression on hundreds of teachers. Did you know that a high school teacher impacts about 4,500 students over the course of their careers? And think about how exponentially important that is, because those 4,500 students touch the lives of all of us, touch the lives of our communities, and play an important role in our communities, but it just exponentially radiates out into communities and into our country, the impact that teachers have on our students. Teachers do not reap their rewards from their salaries. They just simply don't. They don't get in this to become millionaires. But they do have rewards from the dedication they experience to their students, and that moment when a student returns to say thank you. If it were not for you, I would not be. I wouldn't be able to do this, or I wouldn't have gone to college. That's the reward that teachers receive, and it's how they display their passion for teaching and learning is really where they get their rewards. I can assure you that in the Newton County School System, we value the significant contributions of all of our educators, especially over these last 24 months when we have experienced the most incredible challenges. But educators are built for that. They adapt, they make changes, and they handle it. And the folks on this stage can tell you, over these last 24 months, is that not what you have done? They take every challenge, they meet it head on, and they build a pathway to success, not only for themselves, but for the students that they serve. And it has been a hard 24 months. It really has. Today, we are here to honor 23 teachers who were selected by their peers to serve as their school's Teacher of the Year. Each of these teachers represented their school in our District Teacher of the Year program. They were evaluated in a process similar to that used in selecting Georgia's Teacher of the Year. In fact, the educator announced this afternoon as Newton County's 2023 Teacher of the Year will submit his or her application to the Georgia Department of Education and represent our county and school system at the state level competition. Both Newton County and the state of Georgia require that each candidate for Teacher of the Year be one who plans to continue in an active teaching status, inspires students of all backgrounds and abilities to learn, has the respect and admiration of colleagues, plays an active and useful role in the community as well as in the school, is poised, articulate, and possesses the energy to withstand a taxing schedule. Our judges spent numerous hours reading essays, an additional 2 days interviewing each of our teachers, and then observed each finalist teaching a class. It really takes a person who is truly dedicated to our school system and community to take the time away from both their personal and work schedules to volunteer to be a Teacher of the Year judge. I know their jobs were challenging. I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to the following 5 individuals. When I announce your name, we would love it if you would stand to be recognized. Miss Audrey Baptiste, who is the Newton County School System's Newton County School System Human Resources Department Coordinator. Mr. G.W. Davis. We can clap for Miss Baptiste. Mr. D.W. Davis, he is a retired principal of Mansfield Elementary School and a good friend and partner of our school system. Miss Sarah Hall. Sarah is with the Newton County Industrial Development Authority. Mr. Rothel Lewis. Mr. Lewis was actually a Newton County School System Teacher of the Year in 2012, and Miss Deanna O'Brien, who is the Newton County School System's 2022 Teacher of the Year. We can recognize all of them. We appreciate each of them for assuming the challenging task of selecting our 2023 Teacher of the Year. At this time, I would like to welcome our next speaker, Newton County School System's 2022 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Deanna O'Brien of Eastside High School, to say a few words.
Good afternoon, and thank you for this opportunity to bring to a close this amazing year that I was given by the Newton County School System. I want to say thank you to Ms. Fury for having our backs. She fights for what she knows is best for each and every one of us, I assure you that. To our Board of Education, who supports us and celebrates us each and every day. All the businesses that support the Teacher of the Year program, thank you for appreciating us, thank you for celebrating us, and thank you for making us understand that we are a respected profession. We are loved by our community. Now I'm going to turn to them because they're the stars of the show, and I just want to share a few words with them. And I'm going to keep it short because I remember what it feels like to sit there, and my family told me that I was so nervous they could actually see my shoulders rise and fall with each breath. And so I want to know who the next Teacher of the Year is too. I want to thank each of you for sharing through your essays, through your interviews, and to our finalists through your craft when we came to watch you practice and perform with your students. I want to thank you for sharing your why. You used words like purpose and passion. You all used the words the kids. When you were asked what was your why, all of you said the kids. Some of you said the dream. My why is because this is the dream, to be here in the classroom with my kids. And I simply want to say to you is never, ever forget your why. And now being Teachers of the Year, chosen by your peers, to me that was the greatest honor that I could have ever received, because they're the ones with you each and every day in the trenches. They know what you're doing. They get it. They're doing it too. right along beside you. But it's because you showed them your why. You didn't just tell them, you showed them your why. That's why they chose you to be their teacher of the year. You have inspired them to be the best teacher that they can be because they see how much you love what you do. Thank you. I'm going to share one more little piece that I want you to remember, because you're going to have those days where you just think, why? I don't remember why. And then you go to your teacher next door and you say, tell me my why again, because I know I've told you, so tell me my why again. But I love cartoons, the kind that are in like the Wall Street Journal, those kinds of cartoons. And there's an amazing cartoonist, he's no longer with us, but his name's Bacall. He was a teacher for over 30 years. He went on to be a professor, a researcher, a curriculum writer. And one of my favorite cartoons shows a doctor and an older woman standing in the doctor's office. She actually reminds me of my 5th grade teacher, Miss Aponsky. And so when you look at the cartoon, they're standing in front of one of those old x-ray boards, you know, where you put the film up there and you pull the little string and the light comes on. And they're looking at a rib cage. And they're also able to see organs in it too, I'm not sure how, but they're looking at a rib cage and the doctor's pointing to it and he says, your heart appears to be a little bit bigger than the average human, but that's because you're a teacher. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Newton County Chamber of Commerce, I would like to congratulate each of our 23 Teachers of the Year. These 23 teachers were selected by their peers to represent their school and the teaching profession as the Teacher of the Year. The Chamber of Commerce is proud to co-sponsor and support the Newton County Teacher of the Year program. As the official representative of our local business and industries, we know the important role that teachers play in our community because a good education is the #1 indicator to student success. Moreover, a great school system filled with outstanding students is the key to a successful community because our future business, industry, and government leaders are sitting in our classrooms today. As an old Japanese proverb states, better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. We are fortunate to have 23 great teachers seated before you on the stage today. They have been chosen by their peers as the best of the best, as representatives for their schools, their fellow teachers, and their profession. And we are proud to honor them today for their service. Before we announce the name of our 2023 Teacher of the Year, we would like to take a moment to recognize each of the Newton County School System's school-level Teachers of the Year for their outstanding job they do in the important role they play in the lives of our children. Teachers, as I call your name, please step forward so Miss Olivia Harp of the Newton County Chamber of Commerce can present you your Teacher of the Year plaque, a gift from the Coca-Cola Bottling Company to commemorate your special achievement. Please know that your dedication and commitment to the children in this community is greatly appreciated. Miss Lisa Allgood, Fairview Elementary School. Miss Juliet Goldston, Flint Hill Elementary School. Miss Angie Carver, Herd Mixon Elementary School. Miss Simone Lawrence, Live Oak Elementary School. Miss Shamika Smith, Livingston Elementary School. Miss Becky Smallwood, who unfortunately could not be with us today, of Mansfield Elementary School. Miss Stacy Jaime, Middle Ridge Elementary School. Miss Amanda Kirkman, Newton County Theme School. Miss Anna Escorza, Oak Hill Elementary School. Miss Taya Combs, Porterdale Elementary School. Miss Jill Rodriguez, Rocky Plains Elementary School. Miss Brenda Shepard, South Salem Elementary School. Miss Tamika Daughtery, Clements Middle School. Miss Tawana Griffin, Cousins Middle School. Mr. Adrian Stone, Indian Creek Middle School. Miss Nicole Foster, Liberty Middle School. Miss Tonique Robinson, Veterans Memorial Middle School. Mr. Bobby Maddox, Alcovey High School. Miss Kayla Stoddard, Eastside High School. Miss Demetrius Perry Stokes, Newton High School. And our top 3 finalists in alphabetical order: Mr. Blake Alexander, East Newton Elementary School. Miss Laura Lambert, Newton College and Career Academy. And Miss Tiffany Pinnock, West Newton Elementary. Let's give all of our Teachers of the Year another round of applause. I would like to ask each of our finalists to stand when I call his or her name to introduce them to the audience. And as stated earlier, this will be in alphabetical order. Mr. Blake Alexander, East Newton Elementary School. Mr. Blake Alexander is a physical education teacher at East Newton Elementary School. He began his career in education at Dowell Elementary School in 2007 as a first grade teacher before joining the Newton County School System team in 2008 as a teacher at Palmerstone Elementary School. Mr. Alexander taught both second and third grade at Palmerstone before transferring to Flint Hill as a third grade teacher. He changed specialties and became a physical education teacher at East Newton Elementary School in 2012 and has been teaching at East Newton ever since. Mr. Alexander earned his bachelor's degree in early childhood education from Kennesaw State in 2007 and his master's degree in post-secondary education from Troy University in 2009. In 2013, Mr. Alexander obtained his education specialist degree in curriculum and instruction from Valdosta State University. In his essay, Mr. Alexander wrote, "The relationships I have built with my coworkers, administrators, and of course my students are my greatest accomplishments in education. Teachers spend almost as much time with their coworkers as they do with their actual family. Strong relationships among coworkers are vital to an educator's success. My goal is to make sure my teammates and teachers around our school know that I am here for them. I want to work with everyone to create a school that fosters learning for all students. I also believe that a strong relationship between administrators and their employees is a key attribute of a successful school. I believe my administrators would tell you right now that I would do anything for our school, the employees, and especially our students. Lastly, my greatest accomplishment of all is the relationship I build with each student. All teachers must strive to make connections with their students. This can be a difficult task for me because I see every student in our building, but students need these bonds with their teachers to be successful. As a fourth grader in Miss Brown's class, I learned the importance of a safe place. I learned the importance of making connections. I learned the importance of love, and I strive every day to build lasting relationships with my students so they too can find their pathway to success. Thank you, Mr. Alexander, and congratulations on being a finalist for Newton County Teacher of the Year. Miss Laura Lambert, Newton College and Career Academy. Miss Lambert is a biology and biotechnology instructor at Newton College and Career Academy. She began her career in education as a chemistry and biology teacher at Monroe Area High School before joining the Newton County School System and Newton College and Career Academy team in 2019. She earned her undergraduate degree in neuroscience from Georgia State University and her master's degree in education from Piedmont University in 2017. She also is certified in both gifted and STEM. In her essay, Ms. Lambert wrote, "I was in AP chemistry during my junior year of high school when the first seed of my journey into teaching was planted. I don't recall what I did or said that prompted my teacher to tell me, 'You should really consider becoming a science teacher.' I have zero poker face, so I can only imagine the look of horror and disgust on my teenage face. I thought, how could a woman that I respected so much think so little of me? I was too smart to be a teacher. I was too accomplished to be a teacher. I was too ambitious to be a teacher. I was simply too good to be just a teacher. I wanted to become a research scientist and do cognitive neurobiology research on pigs, not waste my talent in a classroom. Why else would I be in her AP chemistry class? Future teachers certainly didn't take advanced STEM courses or rank at the top of their graduating class. Teaching was a fallback career for those that failed in their real passions. Completely mortified, I remember leaving her class and making a mental note to drop her from my list of potential recommendation letter writers. Later in 2017, I sat across from that same chemistry teacher presenting my educational portfolio for my master's degree in education. She was interviewing me for a job at my alma mater. And the irony of the interaction we had when I was 17 was not lost on me. In the 6 years between taking her class and applying for my first teaching job, I'd gotten a degree in neuroscience, only to realize that being in a lab cutting apart crawfish or synthesizing novel pharmaceuticals was not the life for me. The most enjoyment I really got from my laboratory experiences in college was during the poster sessions, when I got to tell people about what I did. The opportunity to weave a web of understanding for someone challenged me in a way that I genuinely enjoyed. During my senior year of college, one of my professors pointed me in the direction of the Woodrow Wilson STEM Teaching Fellowship and suggested that I apply. Only this time, when a teacher suggested I became a teacher, I was not so mortified. Congratulations, Ms. Lambert, on being a finalist for Newton County Teacher of the Year. Ms. Tiffany Pinnock, West Newton Elementary School. Ms. Pinnock has served as an elementary teacher for the Newton County School System since 2019, when she joined the team at West Newton Elementary School. She currently teaches first grade. Ms. Pinnock previously taught at Idlewood Elementary, the Goddard School, and Learning Time Child Development Center. She began her teaching career in 2007. Ms. Pinnock earned her bachelor's degree in Child and Family Development from the University of Georgia, go Dogs, in 2006, and her master's degree in Early Childhood Education from Piedmont University in 2014. In her essay, Ms. Pinnock wrote, "To be frank, I did not grow up wanting to be a teacher. My grandmother was an elementary school teacher for 32 years. As a child, it didn't seem as glamorous as being an actor or an attorney at law. For many years, I imagined myself in courtrooms making motions and objections. It wasn't until I started high school that I began to consider the power that comes from gaining knowledge. The realization that anything I learned would always be mine and that I could use information at will to benefit my present circumstances stuck with me over the years. By the time I reached my senior year of high school, I was determined to become a teacher." She added, "I love helping students learn to read. Learning to read is comparable to having a special skeleton key that can be used to unlock new worlds, adventures, stories, and facts." When I first learned the statistics regarding the school-to-prison pipeline, I was extremely saddened to know that businesses, including private prisons, were choosing their locations to be built according to the area's test scores was unfathomable to me and somewhat sinister. When I learned that a child's ability to read by the end of the second grade correlated with their graduation rate, I felt compelled to act. This statistic heavily influences my work with the grade level that I teach. As a first grade teacher, I feel like I'm on the front line, fighting for the lives and literacy of my students. My ultimate weapon is my tongue. With it, I can speak life into my students, teach them new concepts and skills, and hold them accountable for the high expectations that I've set for them. Having my students exercise their right to read has been the best reward. Congratulations, Ms. Pinnock, on being a finalist for Newton County Teacher of the Year. Now, before I announce the name of our 2023 Teacher of the Year, I would like to tell you what this year's finalist as our Teacher of the Year will receive. Thanks to the generosity of our Chamber champions who are listed on this poster here to my right, the winner and two runners-up will receive a Crystal Vase Award. Our Teacher of the Year will also win a $1,000 check. In addition, continuing a more than 2-decade tradition, Covington Ford is also supporting the Newton County School System Teacher of the Year program. They will provide a check for $500 to this year's winner. At this time, I would like to read you excerpts from the essay of Newton County School System's 2023 Teacher of the Year, who will represent our school system in the Georgia Teacher of the Year program. The greatest compliment I have ever received about my teaching came from one of my students about 3 years ago. She said, "Your class always feels like a field trip." That comment stuck with me and has become my personal planning philosophy. My intent every day of class is to make my students feel like they are somewhere else, in Tanzania, watching water buffalo migrations, or at the microscopic level, watching enzymes cut DNA apart. My goal is always to have the walls of my classroom fade into the background of whatever topic we are studying. Many teachers describe themselves as facilitators or project managers, but I prefer to imagine myself as an experienced engineer. My job is to create the conditions needed for the light bulbs to flick on and for the neurons to connect. At this time, I would like to ask Miss Olivia Harp to come back out and to present the flowers and check to our 2023 Teacher of the Year. And it is from Newton College and Career Academy, Miss Laura Lambert. So now you can sit down for this. I'll give you a break. I'd like to introduce longtime supporter of the Newton County Teacher of the Year program, Mr. Matt Crow from Covington Ford.
Thank you, Debbie. Hello, everybody. Sorry about my attire. I just flew in from vacation. My wife and I did, and came straight here from the airport. So you get me on my vacation mind right now. So if I'm a little bubbly, it's because we just got in. But anyway, I have been a longtime supporter, and I have not, to my knowledge, missed a single one of these ceremonies. The reason is because of how important not only the school system and the Board of Educators are, but more importantly, the teachers of our county. Y'all are the ones that you're tasked with shaping and educating our youth who will become the future of our community. And for that, I applaud each and every one of you. And especially to the Teacher of the Year, thank you so much. It is an honor to be able to present you. Normally we do a card, but because of the chip situation, we are on short supply. But cash is king. So they never tell me who's going to win, so I can't bring a check because I don't know what name to punch in. But I will tell you this. Every year I sit back here and I watch the three over here to see who cracks. They never crack. So until the name is announced, we're all sitting back there. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? So, but congratulations to each and every one of you. You're the best of the county, and especially to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt. Before we ask Ms. Lambert to say a few words, we want to present the Crystal Awards for our two runners-up, again in alphabetical order. First, we'd like to honor Mr. Blake Alexander from East Newton Elementary School. Next, we would like to honor Miss Tiffany Pinnock from West Newton Elementary School. We congratulate both of you for your tremendous honor of being named not only Teachers of the Year for your school, but also one of the 3 finalists for Newton County Teacher of the Year. I would like to ask everyone to join me again in applause for our 3 finalists, our Teacher of the Year, and all of our Teachers of the Year. Before Ms. Fury's closing remarks, I would like to give our new Teacher of the Year, Ms. Laura Lambert, a chance to say a few words to the teachers, administrators, faculty members, and community that she will now represent as the Newton County School System's 2023 Teacher of the Year. Ms. Lambert.
I did write some stuff down. I didn't want to be put on the spot, so I did kind of prepare just in case. It is an honor to be selected for this accolade, and it's very humbling to know that I was selected among this group of 22 incredible fellow educators. I would first like to thank my incredible husband, Bruce, for keeping me a functioning adult during the school year. Thank you to my mom, Sherry, for her unfettered confidence in all of my endeavors. To Dr. Mark Crenshaw, without whom I would have never made the leap into the Newton County school system. And the entire administrative team and staff at NCCA, I've become the professional educator I am today, only because of your support and collaboration. So during the interview process, I don't know how many of you were asked this, but I was asked what would be my message to teachers as the Newton County Teacher of the Year. I think we're all here because we know that the work that we do is worth it. We know that it's incredibly challenging. It takes a lot. We subject ourselves to this year after year because we know that the work we do is worth it. I have a patch of gray hairs just because of my class of seniors. They are to blame for that. We make a lot of sacrifices so that we can provide our students with the education that they deserve. That's the key point. I think that we can all agree that we do this because our students deserve nothing less than the education that we can provide them. A job like this warrants passion, but it should not be all-consuming. And so we're about to go into fall break, get into that fall break mindset. We work very hard so that we have the opportunity to play very hard. Thank you all.
On behalf of the Newton County School System, I would like to congratulate Ms. Laura Lambert, our 2023 Teacher of the Year, and wish her well in the state competition. I am certain she will be an excellent representative for our school system in the year to come. In addition, I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year. I am incredibly proud of all of them. The fact that your peers chose you to represent your school shows the faith they have in your abilities and the respect they have for you. This truly is an achievement of which you all can be proud. Finally, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today to support our amazing Teachers of the Year. Thank you for coming, and please enjoy the refreshments in the lobby and have a wonderful evening.